Hello everyone, and welcome back to Space Food Truck. I'm the Craving Archer, as always. What you're about to listen to, or watch, is a game that I played with several of my friends. Two of my friends and my wife, who is also my friend. And I just wanted to give a quick little intro. If you haven't watched the first episode yet, where I go over a lot of the mechanics of the game, I would recommend it, just so you have an idea of what's happening. But you're going to hear us playing a game from start to finish coming up in just a second. I had a lot of fun. None of these other people are YouTubers. They're just friends of mine. And so they don't have fancy audio. I've done my best to clean up their audio as much as I can, but I apologize if there's a few spots where they're kind of hard to hear. But I think you'll hear it well enough. I hope you enjoy it. I'm finding this game to be super fun, and playing it with other people was a blast. So, buckle up and enjoy Space Food Truck with friends. Thanks so much. Ah, space. Sprinkled across its vastness are more exotic flavors than any single tongue could hope to fathom. We, the Galaxy Gourmet crew, risk our lives to bring the finest dishes from across the stars right to your home planet, and to earn money so we can repay our creditors for this very expensive spaceship. The captain, hey, that's me, has plotted our course. The chef selected some signature recipes. The engineer says systems are a go. The scientist, we prefer not to ask what he's up to anymore. All we're missing is fresh ingredients and hungry customers. Let's go. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, so I should let everyone know that one of us, my dear wife Becky, has not really played it all yet, so we're gonna have to walk her through a certain amount.
You can take the really out of that. I have not played at all.
I mostly floundered and clicked on cards, so I'm not sure that it counts as playing for me either, but it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I have in fact not even looked at the website for the game. Don't know the basic information about it. So here we go.
So
we're team.
Yeah, we're all playing together for Becky's benefit. We're building we're building our own decks to try and build and to get food put together to take to 3 locations around the galaxy. Everyone has their own thing. I'll walk you through how the scientist works when it gets to be your turn, and we'll go from there. So this is our first thing. I got an extra card for my hand. Zapmart, draw one for us on us.
As did I.
Well, I think we all did. Maybe.
Oh.
I don't know. So I don't have that much. Since we're starting out here, I'm just going to do such a straight up engage. You know what? I haven't actually seen. What do you guys see? Do you see my cards and everything in front of you? What are you guys seeing on your end?
If I mouse over your character, then I can see your hand in miniature next to you, and then I can mouse over each one and get a description.
Okay, but you're not seeing what I'm up to on your screen right now?
Not so
I
far.
see you occasionally jump around.
Okay.
You bounce back and forth energetically.
All right.
And it does tell me, like, in a bubble directly above my cards that it is your turn currently, just so I can keep track.
Ah.
And there's a little marker above your head, it looks like.
I think that's just his wall art.
Got it. Well, it's important to have both.
All right, so we're super close to our first delivery, so we're just going to have to fly around for a little bit until we can to get what we need, because we don't have the ingredients we need at all. So I'm just going to fly us around a bit first, and we'll do that. All right, we're punching it. We're going to the next star system.
Boom.
Pew!
What did that show? Did that show anything interesting on your end when I did that?
It was
I saw us rocketing through space.
indeed.
So we just got the solar crab is now for sale in this Zapmart, which we don't need until later, I think.
Ever it looks like, or at least if that's what the icon would look like, then I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it anywhere either. Huh. Well, we'll dock here anyways. All right, so one of my jobs is to get you guys new stuff for the Zapmart. So I'm going to be doing that. So we're gonna get some raw silk. We'll get some. We already have blue meat in the thing, but maybe we'll get another. We'll get space kale.
Definitely need some space kale. All our space.
And we will get a hall pass because those are always kind of interesting, kind of useful when there's crises and we have to jump from room to room. And I think that's about.
Yeah, that's where.
Sorry, go.
That's where my game went south.
Ah.
When I was having trouble, it was because we didn't have a lot of hall passes.
All right, now I'm in my buying phase, so I'm buying right now, and I'm just going to get. I think I don't really want anything right now. Well, maybe I'll get myself a hall pass. All right, that's the end of my turn.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Which should make it Dan's turn now.
I'm still totally confused, but go on, Dan.
Got hit by a meteoroid.
Nope. Oh, so I can't even dodge that.
No.
Take that.
Does not look like we have that option.
So
Yeah, I don't really have anything that because I don't have anything to cook at this point, and I have no ingredients in my hand. I'm guessing I can do very little. I could move around with a hall pass for funsies.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anywhere you need to go. Eventually, if somebody else has food in their inventory, you could go get it from them. But nobody else has that right now.
I'm tempted to just move around because I can, but I'm probably not a wise use of resources. But I guess,
Hey, well, doesn't your cook ability says kitchen, has it on the bottom? It says kitchen. That means that if you can use that from anywhere in the ship, and it'll actually bring you back to the kitchen.
Oh, nice.
So you could just wander around if you feel like it.
I'm gonna go hang out with my wife.
Hey, why are you in my room?
What? Never mind. So I think I'm just gonna buy some stuff because there's really nothing else that I can do at this point. Ba-da-ba-da. So I'm gonna need some blue meat. Oop, and I need some space kale. So definitely going with that.
Yeah, definitely with the space kale.
When in doubt.
Nice. Zapmart item acquired. Chef acquired space kale.
It's interesting because when Curtis was playing, I got to see the purchasing taking place, but it's not showing that for the chef. I guess because we're not the captain, so we don't all get to see.
Huh.
Oh, so you got to see it when Curtis bought it just this time?
I didn't get to see it either. I wonder if you can click on the characters and see.
Oh.
I don't know.
Let me call it there. I picked up an extra last resort.
All right, now it's Becky's turn. All right, Becky, your main goal as a... Oh, we have a crisis.
Yeah.
These two
for
players
Pete's
have
sake.
12 turns to meet together. So the captain and the chef have to meet together in the science room. I think that... Yeah, the science room. But
The lab?
Not the lab. Come on. The science room.
I couldn't remember what it was called. All right.
He's not a scientist.
All right, Becky, your main goal, your main task is to unlock for us other new abilities, new cards for us. And so you have a card. Let me actually look at your hand real quick. You have a card called Research, and you have a card called Foresight. And Research actually unlocks things for us. Foresight will let you look at what things are before you unlock them. If you click on the actual lab itself, you'll see it brings up a screen with a bunch of locked key icons.
Yep.
So those are all our various abilities that are locked, waiting for you to unlock them. And right now, no matter which one of those you click on, it's going to cost 1 power, which is another item that you have in your hand. But every one of those ones you unlock, it'll increase. So after you unlock one on the captain's row, the next one to unlock will cost 2, 3, etc. The Foresight card that you have will let you see what it is that you're about to unlock without actually paying the unlock cost. So it's it's so that you can know what you're doing instead of going in blindly. More important, I think, when things get more expensive. But those two A Taste of the Future cards that you have in your hand, those are the ones that give you power. You see that orange hexagon that says 1?
Yep.
That means each one of those is worth 1 power. So if you want to try both of your abilities out just to get practice with them, if you first play your Foresight with one of those Taste of the Future cards, that'll let you peek at one of those things. And then you can do the same thing with one of your research cards and actually unlock one.
So I'm clicking on my foresight card and one of my taste of the future cards,
Mm-hmm.
and then submitting. Let's see what that does.
And that took you into the lab screen, right?
Yeah. So who should I unlock first? Would it be most helpful to unlock for the chef or for the captain?
Let's go with the chef. Why not?
I would love to have something unlocked.
Yeah.
So the first scientist uncovered a free sample in the lab. That's Dan's.
And if you hover over it, it'll actually show you the card.
It says job card chef. Don't mind if I do. Play to pull a card from any player's hand into yours.
All right, so that's a quick way for him to get food ingredients if one of us has food ingredients in our hand.
Okay.
And so now if you...
That sounds great.
So actually, hang on. Did you just used foresight on that, right? So that seems like something that would be helpful to actually unlock. So why don't you go ahead and use your research, like go back out and do the research with one of your power again. And just actually unlock that one.
Now, Archer, do you know if these are different every time? Like, I assume that they're at least a different order every time you play. Yay, I got a card!
Yes, I believe they're all randomized as their location.
Okay, but there's the same things are present each time, or they're different things that you may not get in a given game.
As far as I know, they're all the same, but I could be wrong about that. I've only played this slightly more than the rest of you so far.
So now I assume I have to draw.
Well, you'll go to whatever says next phase, I think it says.
Mm-hmm.
And you click on that, and it'll take you to the Zap Mart.
Okay.
And in the Zap Mart, the amount of money you have to spend is equivalent to the amount of worth your hand was, which all of your cards were worth $1, Zap dollar, whatever. So you'll have 6 to spend or 5 to spend. And so you can buy things, anything that looks like it might be useful. And then you should probably buy, down in the bottom right-hand corner, there's something that's called like Last Resort or something like that. Yep. And that's a straight-up power card like the ones you use, like the Taste of the Future one you used, which costs 0. So at least early on in the game, you might want to grab one of those for your first couple buy phases. I can't see the rest of the Zap Mart, so I can't...
Okay, so I've got a prime accelerator.
Oh, actually, I just figured out how to bring up the Zap Mart, so I can see it now.
I was about to say, if you push the Z button on the far right, you can see it.
So I've got a prime accelerator, a hall pass, some blue meat, and raw silk.
You might want to grab the raw silk, actually, because that's worth... that's 2 power. And your power is going to be something that's very important to you, especially when you get into the later phases and you're needing to, like... get 5 or 6 power just to unlock something. Whoops.
Okay. Now I've got 2 Zap dollars left. Should I acquire a hall pass or the prime accelerator?
I think they're all too expensive.
Yeah, they're worth
the
3.
price is at the bottom.
You are correct.
Yeah, so if you've already gotten a Last Resort, I'd probably say just go ahead and...
In my turn?
Yeah.
All right.
So I am in the Zap room, and I can't go back to the ship.
Yeah, I'm having the same problem here. Hang on.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. All right.
That's what we get for spying on someone else's turn.
Oh, God.
Crisis.
Another crisis.
Yeah, you'll get a crisis every single thing, or at least something happens every single time. So you have 12 turns for the engineer and the scientist to go to the bridge.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I have an upgrade ship card, so I'm going to use that. And I play it with 1 power to add a point to either the engine or the shield capacity. So I'm going to add that to the shields and bump that up to 3.
Sounds good to me.
I approve.
How is it that I spy on your cards to see your deck?
If you hover over the person, it brings up a thing that says... It's like it's a 5 long thing that has, like hers currently says played and played and then a couple other things. Do you see that?
Yep.
All right.
So my plan was to give Vino my hall pass so that he could make it to his crisis, but now I am required for a crisis, so I'm not giving you that card and I'm just going to head over that way.
What? You would.
Yeah, well, you came to my room, and I'm just going to leave you here to think about what you did. And that's all I can do. So next phase. I have a buy power of 5. What do you think? Prime Accelerator.
It's pretty cool. I mean, if there's nothing else that you want. It seems like it makes sense to get an expensive thing if you can afford it.
Yeah, this and the next card you buy goes stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sounds good. I'm going to leave the hall pass up for someone else who needs to move, so I'll just take that.
All right.
For some reason, the music is still playing in here, even though I turned it off.
Well, you can't not listen to this music, I guess.
Apparently.
I have a question, just generally. Maybe you guys know the answer to this. Oh god.
Door's busted.
Right after my turn, too.
Now you can't go back to the chef's room.
The cooking room.
The cookie place, as we call it.
What was your question going to be?
I was just curious. So, like, it says that I've got my ingredient. So in order to actually cook something, do I actually have to get it to come up in my 5 cards, or do I just have to have bought it and it has to be in my, quote, possession?
I think it has to be in your possession. I'm pretty sure, because actually, if you look at your cook card, it says for every 2 power played with this, toss an ingredient from your hand or discard into the pot. So okay. I think it just has to be in your possession.
Okay, well that's good.
But I guess we'll find out if I'm wrong about that.
Yeah, truly.
When I played the cook last time, it wasn't as bad. It was the hand and then everything you discarded. So as soon as you play it, it brings up a new window, and you can choose from all of those.
Got it.
So.
All right, I'm
you guys demoting him from chef to cook. He's a chef.
Yeah, sorry. Leave hanging out in the green room. Get out of there, man.
I like machinery.
All right, I'm trying to get us to fly around a little bit here. I didn't get any of my hall pass, so I can't work on resolving my our crisis here. So instead, we're just gonna fly a little bit.
Whee!
I always wanted to explore.
Punch it.
Boom.
Alright, what's gonna happen here? Oh, this is a they block it so you can't really see it, but you have sort of inspiration, and you've found a card for us there, dear scientist.
Okay.
Now, lightning has actually struck your brain. Look at that.
Yeah.
Which is good because it repairs all broken doors.
Woohoo!
All right, so
nice.
Now I need to decide what's going in the Zap Mart in the future, which we obviously need some post cheddar cheese.
Exactly.
What is this? Enriched econium. Add 2 to this card's power for each silk in your hand. That sounds useful.
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah, but I feel like it's probably a relatively rare card, so have
the enriched versus getting the econium by itself.
I'm gonna get that too. We have 4 slots available. Might as well fill up the shop every time we can.
I vote silk.
Yeah.
The power is good for me as well to repair things.
All right, resupply. All right, now I need to buy some stuff.
And what planet are we at? Because they did have blue meat, and we found that we needed it later.
Yeah, well, we also have blue meat in our shop currently that somebody should probably buy at some point.
I was gonna snag it.
What do I want to buy? I'm gonna grab myself. I get a last resort.
If you want to get the blue meat, I can snag it from you later if you don't have anything else to buy.
Yeah, I might do that. I'll just grab it. There you go. All right. Next up.
Boom. All right. What am I gonna do?
Cosmic Raid.
Oh no!
Getting lots of work for you to do, engineer.
I'm okay.
The irony of you having to leave the bridge before you've met your rendezvous. So I also don't have the ability to go anywhere this time. So what can I do?
So you could try and play.
Yeah.
You could try and play your cook card and see if it works. I don't think it'll work because you probably can't go back to the kitchen.
And I don't have the cheddar cheese anyways. So,
But you have the kales in your possession, isn't it?
but don't I have to have both in order to make the first dish?
No, I'm pretty sure you can just add ingredients as it goes.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Yep, door's busted. So I can't do it even if I wanted to.
Okay. I thought that might
We'll try that out because that would make a big difference. But I assumed that they just got longer because you had to have more and more power in your hands to be able to accomplish the dishes. So I need to keep stacking for power probably as far as building my deck.
Yeah, I thought you could do it one at a time, but I could be wrong. I guess we'll find out in the future.
I think you can do it one at a time.
Oh, so I need to be in my room to do basically anything.
Yeah, or
So,
I mean, the cook card will take you to the kitchen under normal circumstances. It's just that the door is busted right now. So
Yeah,
It'll be
same-
fixed on my turn.
So I can't use my other ability either.
not unless, well,
So-
you could try and draw potentially. Might be able to draw yourself into a hall pass.
No, but I can't draw anything because I have.
Oh, you have to be in the kitchen for that. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
I just want to point out, if you'd stayed in the kitchen, there wouldn't be a problem. Just want to point that out.
Rendezvous in the engine room. Magic. Fine.
He's a chef that has dreams of being an engineer in the future.
Yeah, we should all have dreams.
Work towards. So I just picked up the cheddar and another last resort, and then that's gonna make it the end of my turn.
All right, scientist.
Okay. So,
Oh, you get an extra card.
let's see. Okay. So, should I play my hall pass now and go and meet our engineer in the bridge?
No, you should do your research first before you leave your room.
Okay.
Although she can't use the research, right, because the lab's busted.
She just can't do any research on the kitchen.
On the kitchen, but I can do research on the other. Okay. So, that means if I compare my research with another taste of the future, then I can go in and buy us or unlock us.
Yep, unlock something. I would say either something on my line or yours, because the engineer now has something unlocked because of that inspiration that you got.
Yeah, I'll unlock for you.
All right, I got teleport. For captain's orders, play to teleport one player to any room, ignoring all obstacles. They will respect your authority.
So, should I do more research or wait until later to do?
How much more power do you have? You've got 2 power.
Mm-hmm.
You could do.
Well, 3 if 2, and then the hall pass, but which I'm gonna need to use.
Yeah, go ahead and burn your 2 power on. Might as well. I mean, you can't really bank it or anything, so might as well use it.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and unlock another one for you. Then I'll unlock your second one.
Overdrive. You can also unlock these in any order, by the way. You don't have to go in order if you don't want to.
Okay.
Oh, clever.
Good to
Didn't
know.
know that.
Okay. And now I will play my hall pass.
Hey,
We're all gonna hang out in the bridge.
The party.
Crisis resolved.
crisis averted. Woohoo!
Okay.
Don't resolve a crisis.
Let's see.
I
So I
think
take
there's
a
a
last
small-scale
resort
explosion.
first, and then I think I'm gonna buy another hall pass, unless there's a particular reason that I should prioritize the Iconium.
Well, the Iconium potentially lets you have a lot of power if you also have silk in your hand.
I do not have enough money to buy an Iconium and a silk.
Yeah.
So I do have enough money to buy a hall pass and a silk. So I think I'm going to do that for now.
You already have 2. Oh, wait, sorry, that was the wrong one. Yeah, you already have 2 hall passes. I don't think you probably need a 3rd one.
Well, too late.
Oh.
Okay, so now I'm buying the silk because it's the only thing I have enough money left for. Raw silk.
Actually, I wonder if you only had one hall pass, and after you bought it,
Yeah, and then
it showed up as 2 when I was looking at things.
Second. Yeah.